Hello, we're going to make a video, and this video will demonstrate how to connect to Professor Kothare's machine in his grad lab using the x2go client. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take a look at what we need to do. Now, you'll notice here that I have VPN running. I'm running from home. To do any of the things that we're doing this evening, you will need to either be on the Lehigh network or connected to VPN. Now the next thing we're going to do is start the x2go client software. This video assumes that you've already loaded the software. There were some video tutorials that you should have received prior to this video. So I'm going to go ahead and start the x2go client software. Now when I start the x2go client software, this screen will pop up, and interestingly, I'm running dual monitors. It puts another screen up that I'm going to get you to here. And so this is the other piece that pops up. Because there are no current sessions, it wants you to create a new session. So we're going to go ahead and create a new session, and we're going to call this Prof. Kothare Ubuntu grad computer. Now this is just text. You can put in there whatever you want. The fully qualified domain name for this particular computer is going to be OJ. So SPECPROJ for special project .cc.lehigh.edu. Now the next piece of information that you're going to have is going to be your login ID. I'm going to use ECE, but you're going to have a login ID that most likely resembles your login ID here at Lehigh. The next thing that you'll want to do is you're going to need to come down here and choose a desktop. There are two valid desktops for this connection. One is called Mate and one is called XFCE. Both of them will work. I'm going to go ahead and click the Mate desktop here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click OK. Now we're going to kind of switch back to this other screen. And you'll see after we created that new session, it popped it up over here on the right hand side. If you ever want to go in and change any session parameters, what you can do is if you click on these three little bars here and then click Session Preferences, it'll let you go ahead and change parameters. And bear with me here. You can see that it brought up the other screen. And I'll get rid of this. So this is what it brought up, and you can go ahead and you can change parameters. Okay, I'm just going to cancel this, and we'll go back to the main screen here. Okay, now we're back on this. You can see the x2go, and I'm having to flip back and forth because I've got two monitors and it threw the new session stuff up on the second monitor. So anyways, in order to start the x2go, you'll see where you have the dark text. It says Professor Kothare's Ubuntu grad computer. what you would do is you would click on that dark text. You'll notice it comes up with your login ID for the login, and it asks for a password. So you'll type in the password that you got on the email, or if you reset that password, you'll type in the password that was reset. Okay, and I typed in my password. The very first time you go in, you're going to get this message. If you go it's from a new machine. This machine doesn't have the public half of the encryption key. So it's saying I don't have the public half of the encryption key. The server is unknown to me. And do you want to trust the host key? And we're going to go ahead and click yes. And you'll see it's working on connecting. Okay, so now it has gone ahead and connected. If I wanted to, I could. Oh, this is something that is, pops up with this version of Ubuntu. You can either click report the problem or cancel. It's not going to affect your performance or what you do here. So then we're going to just go ahead and expand the screen to full size. Now, if you click on menu, you see that there's a lot of different things that you can do here on the menu. If you do a right click in the middle of the screen, you can come down and you can open a terminal. And for what you all are doing, I think that's going to be one of the more common things that you do. And if I hold down the Control Shift and hit the plus sign, that'll let me make the text bigger, maybe a little bit easier to read. Maybe I'll do that one more time. Okay, so what you can do is, if you wanted to, you could run MATLAB. And I'm going to put a little ampersand behind here. And you'll get to see it running MATLAB. Okay. If you want to see your toolboxes, you can type VER. It'll show you all the toolboxes. You can type quit. And this will shut MATLAB down. If you're ever curious about the performance of the box, you can type GNOME-system monitor. And here it shows that, there's 8 CPUs. It's a quad-core hyper-threaded, so it's kind of like 8 CPUs. And there's some other things that you can do, like check processes and file systems, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. So that's, then I can type exit when I'm done with my command session. And to leave, I can go ahead and click this little gearbox, and then I can come out up here and click log out. And yep, I really do want to log out. Okay, it's good to exit cleanly. That way you don't get hung mate sessions. If you do get hung mate sessions, just give me a call and I'll see what I can do to get it unhung for you. If you get hung and can't log in with mate, use the XFCE, until the mate gets fixed. So that's pretty much what there is to logging in with the x2go client. I hope this was helpful, and good luck with it, and have fun. Thanks a lot for listening.